Hi, everybody. As you know, there are several premium travel credit cards that come with airline incidental credit features, such as the American Express Platinum and the American Express Hilton Aspire card. And so in this video, I would like to tell you about best ways to use the American Express Airline Incidentals credit and why Delta and Alaska Airlines are my go-to choices for this credit. For the American Express Platinum card, this credit comes in the form of $200 every calendar year, meaning you can use this credit from January 1st through December 31st, and that if you don't use the credit by the end of the year, the credit goes away. So you definitely want to make sure that you maximize and use that credit before it expires at the end of the calendar year. So again, that's $200 per year with the American Express Platinum, and with the American Express Hilton Aspire card, the credit is $250. If it's your first time obtaining this credit card that comes with the benefit, what you want to do first is enroll and select which airline you want to associate with this benefit. So that means going onto your American Express online account, selecting this specific benefit, and then selecting the airline that you want to be associated with it. And there are several different airlines you can pick from. There's Alaska Airlines, American Airlines, Delta, Hawaiian, JetBlue, Spirit, Southwest, and United. Again, first you must enroll before you can actually utilize this credit. And if you choose to keep this card year after year, you do have the ability to change which airline you want to be associated with this. So say you've already used the benefit that first year, the next year in January, that's when you can change which airline. If you don't make any changes, then it'll automatically keep you on the same airline that you enrolled in previously. But if you want to change it, January every year is the time frame from during which you can actually make that change. And say you forget to change it in January, and now it's February or March, but you haven't used the benefit at all. American Express has been known to be pretty flexible in allowing a courtesy change during the other parts of the year, as long as you haven't started using the credit. So if you haven't started using the credit and it's past January, you can give American Express a call or use the chat feature on your online account and ask for a change on the airline selection. And they're usually pretty good. American Express is usually pretty good about allowing that one-time change. And also please keep in mind that the credit again expires at the end of the calendar year. So make sure you use it, you enroll and use the credit before then. When you read about this credit on your American Express online account or in the benefits pamphlet that comes with your credit card, you'll see that typically the incidental charges that are able to qualify for the credit are limited to check luggage fees, food and drink purchases on board the flight, and also seat assignments. However, there are some loopholes that you might be able to take advantage of so that perhaps you can even cover the costs or part of the cost of your airfare with these incidental credits. And I'm going to tell you how to do that. For someone like me who's located in the Pacific Northwest, it's very easy to purchase flights from the Pacific Northwest using Delta Airlines and Alaska Airlines to travel to other destinations within the United States. And perhaps that's one of the reasons Delta and Alaska Airlines are two of my favorites to pick for this incidental credit benefit with the credit cards. However, they're also two of the best in my opinion because you can use the credit to help offset your airfare. And let's start by talking about Delta Airlines and how that could work. So the key for the credits to kick in for Delta Airlines is that the charge made to your eligible credit card that is associated with this incidental fee benefit for airlines must be labeled as a quote-unquote additional collection when purchasing airfare. And how do you get a charge to be labeled as additional collection? You can do that by making sure that you charge part of the airfare using a different method of payment. So that different method of payment could be a gift card, it could be a credit that you already have on your account due to canceling a previous airfare ticket, or it could be an e-credit that you have in your account for some reason. And for me, what I generally do is I purchase several different Delta airline gift cards in increments of $50 so that I can use that $50 gift card to help create an additional collection label for the remaining part of my airfare purchase. And I'll show you an example on that in a couple minutes. What you see on your screen now is an example of how that charge might look on your American Express online statement or your purchase activities history. So in this example, I made a purchase for a one-way flight that was $98.90 per person one way. And so I applied a $50 Delta Airlines gift card to that purchase so that I ended up only charging $48.90 to my American Express Hilton Aspire credit card. And as you can see, when you expand this transaction on the online account, you can see that's labeled as an additional collection under additional information. And again, this is labeled as an additional collection because of the fact that I paid part of this airfare with a gift card and then only charged the remaining part onto my qualifying American Express credit card that has the airline incidental fee benefit. The credits for the benefit are actually generated fairly quickly. As you can see here, I made a purchase for a $70 airfare on April 9th. Again, that was using a gift card as well first. So it was a $120 purchase for a one-way airfare minus a $50 gift card. So I only charged $70 to my Hilton American Express credit card. And then 5 days later, on April 14th, the credits were automatically applied, and I can see the credits coming into my account by looking at the account activities within my American Express online account. Here are the tips to keep in mind when it comes to utilizing this benefit with Delta Airlines. One way I like to do this is to purchase one-way tickets, and that's because that oftentimes make the airfare a smaller amount, and I can then apply a smaller gift card, such as a $50 Delta gift card, to then charge the remainder onto my eligible American Express credit card. You don't have to do it one way, but I like to try to max out the credit as soon as possible, so then by splitting it up into one-way tickets, you can use that more quickly. And also on the example below, I'll kind of explain why one-way tickets are particularly helpful in this situation. And also a key point to keep in mind is to purchase the ticket for one passenger at a time to, again, be able to spread out the ability to use the credit more easily. You can buy more than one ticket at a time and use this benefit, but again, you can spread out the benefit more and use it up more quickly if that's what you like. So here's an example. Say there is a $200 per person round trip ticket for two people. So altogether for both people, it would be $400 for the round trip tickets. If you apply a $100 Delta gift card, then charge the rest of it to your qualifying American Express, then only $100 will be reimbursed as part of the incidental fee credit. The reason for that is because the gift card did not apply to the $200 ticket for the second person. The gift card only applied to one of the tickets. So for one person's $200 ticket minus the $100 gift card, then $100 remaining, and that $100 for that one person is labeled as additional collection, and therefore that $100 will be reimbursed as part of the airline incidental credit. Whereas the other $200 ticket for the second passenger will not be labeled as additional collection because no secondary form of payment, such as a gift card or e-credit or whatever, was part of that purchase at all. So that separate $200 ticket has no additional collection label, therefore that would not get reimbursed, which is why you should split up the purchases. Say you're traveling with someone else, you should buy the two tickets separately if you wanted to be able to use the $100 credit for each person by using a $100 gift card for each person as well, so that both people's ticket purchases can be labeled as separate additional collections. I hope that makes sense. Please feel free to write a comment if you have any questions about this. Moving on to Alaska Airlines. So the way to utilize the incidental credit for airfare for Alaska Airlines is different than Delta Airlines. So for Alaska Airlines, what I generally do is I purchase a ticket using whatever credit card I prefer. So I generally choose a premium travel credit card that either offers a lot of different miles per dollar spent for the airfare purchase, or it comes with a premium travel insurance if you purchase the airfare with that credit card. So you can pick whatever credit card you want to use to purchase the airfare. So after you purchase the ticket, then you want to select a preferred seat and charge the cost of that seat to your eligible American Express credit card. So again, this is kind of a two-step process. First, purchase the airfare using whatever credit card you want. It can also be your American Express card, or it can be whatever other credit card you choose. And then the second step is to purchase a preferred seat with your American Express credit card that has the airline incidental fee credit. And those should be two different transactions, because obviously if you try to purchase a preferred seat as you're purchasing your ticket, then it all goes on the same credit card. You want to first complete the purchase of the ticket, and then as a separate transaction afterwards, purchase the preferred seat with your eligible American Express card. And after these two steps are completed, wait 24 hours so that the 24-hour free cancellation period has passed, and then cancel the ticket and deposit the funds from the ticket into your Alaska Airlines virtual wallet, given that you have an Alaska Airlines account. If you don't, please make sure you create one so that you can deposit that into your account. And usually the funds are in your account instantaneously. Sometimes it might take a couple of business days, but primarily my experience has been that the credits enter your account almost instantaneously. And then you can use that wallet fund to purchase future tickets. So for example, say you purchase a $200 round trip ticket for yourself, and then you paid $50 extra to get a preferred seat. And then now it's a total of $250 that you spent on that specific ticket because of the preferred seat as well. And after you wait for the 24 hours and you cancel the ticket, now you will get $250 of credit into your account. However, that's beneficial because you're still going to get a $50 credit for the $50 that you spent for that preferred seat. And that's why, in essence, you're basically getting a $50 extra back for free thanks to the benefit of the American Express airline incidental fee credit. And of course, if you use up all the credit that comes with your card, you can get up to $200 or $250 for yourself through this method for use for future airfare, depending on the credit card you have, whether it's the American Express Platinum or the Hilton American Express Aspire card. But do keep in mind, though, that there is an expiration for your wallet funds. So after you cancel your ticket and put the money into your Alaska Airlines virtual wallet. They usually expire within 12 months of purchase date or perhaps your travel date, so make sure to keep an eye on the expiration date of the funds in your wallet. Some key tips to keep in mind when it comes to utilizing this benefit method for Alaska Airlines are that if the airline incidental fee credit does not automatically apply to your American Express account within 2 to 3 weeks, you can reach out to an American Express representative using the online chat feature to ask them to manually process the credit. For me personally, I've had to actually reach out to the representative somewhat regularly in order for this credit to be generated. Some others have reported that it does so automatically for them, but for me, I've had to contact the representatives more often than not. Key point to keep in mind though is when you do reach out to their American Express representative to ask for a manual process of the credit, be sure to say that you're requesting a fee reimbursement for a seat assignment purchase. The key word is assignment. I've had it in the past where if I say seat selection, the representative will say that that does not qualify. Only seat assignment qualifies. So keep in mind that keyword assignment when you're trying to ask for manual credit processing with the American Express representatives. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful for you and that you'll be able to maximize the value of the airline incidental fee credit that comes with your American Express Platinum and or your American Express Hilton Aspire credit card. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments. Thank you so much.